Hello everyone, in this episode I'm gonna be going through all the tags of HTML that begin with the letter D and yeah, let's get right into it then. So first up we have the data tag. This tag is used to associate a specific machine-readable value with a piece of human-readable content. It's helpful when you want to show user-friendly text while still embedding structured data. And it can be used for product IDs, dates, statistics, stuff like that. So, I'm gonna create a paragraph and I'm gonna say the population of Tokyo is then data value equals, for example, I don't know, 13 million something. There we go. Actually, that's closer to 14 million, but that's alright. And then inside of the data tag, I'm gonna say about 13.9 million. So there's no apparent change on the web page, but we do have this value over here in the source code for humans to read. So we have a simple paragraph showing the population of Tokyo, and the data tag makes it possible to store the actual number in the background. Alright, so that's the first one. The next one is the data list tag, which is super handy for creating a drop-down list of predefined options for an input element, for example. So let's create a label first. This is gonna be for, let's say, browsers. Choose your browser. Alright. Then I'm gonna go ahead and create an input. The list is gonna be browsers. ID is gonna be browser. And name is gonna be browser. Alright, and then I'm gonna create the data list. So here we go. The ID is going to be browsers. And inside of the data list, I will have these option tags. The value of this tag is gonna be Chrome. Then I'm gonna copy this a few times. The second one could be Firefox, the third one Safari, and the fourth one Edge. Alright. So now we have an input box. We can input some text, or we can use the drop-down menu. For some reason it's appearing right over here. Let me actually get rid of these. Okay, it's not gonna work that way. Anyways, we got a drop-down menu. Let me open this in Google Chrome actually. So yeah, it's gonna look like this. We can type in whatever we want, or we can use this. And it will show us the options from the data list. So yeah, that's the data list tag. So when the user clicks the input box, they will see a list of the options. But if their favorite isn't here, they can also type it in here manually. So yeah, let's get to the next one. The next one is gonna be the DD tag. I'm gonna actually move these over here because these three tags go hand in hand. So, let's start by creating a DL tag. This is the description list. And then we are going to create a DT tag. And then we can say, for example, HTML. And then we are going to be creating a DD tag. So the DL means description list. DT stands for definition term. And DD stands for description data. So yeah, let's type in hypertext markup language. There we go. And then I'm gonna make another one. So DT and DD. The DT tag is gonna have the text CSS inside of it, and the DD is gonna have cascading style sheets. So yeah, these are the DD, DL and DT tags in HTML. They are used to create description lists, which look like this. Alright, let's get to the next one. So, the next tag is gonna be the del tag. So let's create a paragraph. This product is... Let's create a del tag. Let's say 99.99, and then we are going to say 79.99. So with the del tag we can create text that is kind of like deleted, so it has this line going over it. So yeah, that's the del tag. So here we have a simple paragraph with the del tag inside. Alright, let's get to the next one. So the next is going to be the details tag. So let's say details. Then I'm gonna say summary, more about HTML5. Then I'm gonna create a paragraph. HTML5 introduced many new elements, such as, I'm gonna use the code tag, and I'm gonna say and lt article and gt. So what this creates is a text that looks like this. So yeah, the article is inside of the code tag. It's right over here, this one. So it's shown in a different font. Then these, this one and this one, are some UTF-8 character codes for creating these left angle brackets and right angle brackets. Or not brackets, but you know, these less than and more than buttons. Or not buttons, but characters. You could also write it in directly, but I suggest you use the code like this instead. So yeah, the details list creates a list that can be opened like this. Alright, let's get to the next one. So once again, I'm gonna create a simple paragraph and then a pair of DFN tags. So API stands for Application Programming Interface. So yeah, you can see that the API is gonna be shown in italic text, and then we have the rest of the paragraph. So yeah, the DFN tag tells the browser that this term is a term being defined for the first time in the content. So yeah, that's the DFN tag. It stands for definition. Alright, let's get to the dialogue. So, I'm gonna write in dialogue. I'm gonna give this one an ID. ID is gonna be my dialogue. Inside, I'm gonna write a paragraph. This is a dialog box. And then I'm gonna create a button. On click, this is gonna be some JavaScript. Document.getElementById. The ID that we're getting is my dialogue. And we have to use single quotes in here because we are using double quotes over here. And then I'm gonna use the dot close. So there we go. And I'm gonna write in close. Then outside of the dialogue, I'm gonna make a new button with the onClick attribute of document.getElementById. I'm gonna take the ID of my dialogue and I'm gonna use the show model. And I'm gonna say open dialogue. So this is a simple code. When we click this, this is a dialog box. And then we can close that. So yeah, this is the dialog tag in HTML with a little bit of JavaScript as well. Alright, let's get to the dir tag next. Actually, I'm not gonna be talking about the dir tag because that is not a tag that's no longer in use. However, I'm gonna be talking about the div tag. So the div is used to create block level elements. This is a div. So if I write something underneath, it's gonna take this whole row from the viewport. Divs are usually used as containers. I'm gonna give this a class of container. I'm gonna say video box. Then I'm gonna take the class container, make the height 300 pixels, the width 300 pixels, and the background color pink. Okay, maybe this could be 200 pixels. There we go. Then I'm gonna create another div tag. So div, the class will be container2. And this is gonna be video author. And actually what I'm going to do is that I'm going to put this div tag inside of this. Alright, so now we have a div tag and another div element inside of this. So I'm gonna take the .container2 and then I'm gonna go ahead and actually let's leave this outside. There we go. It's gonna be easier to create, so I'm gonna make height 50 pixels, the width 200 pixels, background color will be light blue. So yeah, here we have created a simple layout for a YouTube video box. So there's the video, then we could insert the thumbnail and stuff, and here is the video author. So yeah, that's the div tag. They are usually used as containers to create complex websites in HTML. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were able to learn something new from this one. And yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next episode. So yeah, bye bye everyone, happy learning and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.